What's going on, my Flappy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So we have this reporter that goes by the name of Sabrina that dropped the behind-the-scenes information about Caitlyn Clark at this USA basketball training camp. And the way that she's talking, Caitlyn Clark made this team, fam. She made this.
Literally. This is crazy. I'm under contract. I guess I plan on returning to the sky and continuing to talk to Tyler.
Watch the body language closely. Kelsey Plum knocks Caitlyn Clark off the ball. Caitlyn fires back at the officials, yelling about being grabbed. Around them, WNBA coaches lining the gym can't help but laugh. This isn't a casual scrimmage. It's a full-on battle for an Olympic roster spot, unfolding in real time at USA Basketball's training camp in North Carolina. And according to Sabrina Merchant of The Athletic, who was actually inside the gym, what happened over those 3 days may have completely shifted the Olympic selection conversation. The way Caitlyn's performance is being described, this wasn't a player hoping to sneak onto the roster. This was a player announcing herself.
She's there complaining to refs. She's back. She's back. But let's take a listen.
Caitlyn Clark back on the court, super impressed with Caitlyn just being engaged while she was out and getting back to being able to play.
It was a combination of like USA players going against USA players and then also USA players going against the scout team, which was just like players from small colleges all across North Carolina sort of helping out with that scout team practice. And, you know, she looked like Caitlyn. The step back three was there. The passes were there. When she was not playing with Aaliyah Boston, some of the bigs didn't know what to do with her passes. There was one time where she passed it to Hamby and Hamby like brought the ball down. It's like, you can't do that. This is not, you have to keep it up, right?
Right up.
Just like not expecting where that was coming. But FIBA, naturally, just a lot more physical than other levels of basketball, even more physical than the WNBA. So having to see Caitlyn like go at scout team players who were, you know, instructed to play at a FIBA level of physicality was interesting.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Caitlyn Clark hasn't played competitive basketball since July 15th, 2024, when plantar fasciitis shut her down for the remainder of the Indiana Fever season. No games, no 5-on-5 action, just months of recovery and rehabilitation. Meanwhile, for Phoenix Mercury players at this camp saw their season end on September 11th, operating on a completely different timeline with far more recent game conditioning. So when Sabrina talks about seeing Caitlyn back in a live game setting, she's describing a player who had been off the court longer than anyone else in the gym, yet jumped straight into FIBA-level physicality. And that's the key point. FIBA basketball is more physical than the WNBA. Let that sink in for a moment. The same league that spent all of 2024 debating whether defenders went too far against Caitlyn Clark plays
wants nothing to do with this damn Chicago Sky team. She makes it very, very clear at every opportunity. She makes it very clear at every opportunity. She does not want to be on this team. She thinks these players stink. She thinks they stink. She thinks she don't think they have a winning culture over there. She don't want to be there at all.
Pay close attention to what she says about those passes. Caitlyn was threading the ball to bigs who weren't quite ready for it. Passes delivered so precisely that the receiver didn't always know what to do next. Enrique Abembo gets the ball, brings it down, and gets blocked because she wasn't expecting it exactly where it needed to be, where she could go straight up with it. That's not a criticism of Enrique. This is what happens when you play with a facilitator operating on a different level. Chelsea Gray throws beautiful passes, stylish, smooth, and fun to watch. But Caitlyn Clark's passes are built on a different kind of intelligence. She's not just getting you the ball. She's placed it exactly where your hands need to be so you can catch and finish in one motion, without bringing it down, without hesitating, without giving the defense time to recover. That's advanced facilitating. That's thinking 3 steps ahead, not just about where the ball should go, but how it needs to arrive. When you play with Aaliyah Boston every game, that chemistry develops naturally. When you're playing with Enrique for the first time at a training camp, there's a learning curve. The fact that
Erica Hamby had a situation where she got the ball, and I think that's when she got blocked. I think that's what she's talking about. But she got the ball, brought it down, right? Caitlyn Clark is going to put it right where you need it so you can get it and go up with it. That's another level of skill, another level of thinking, another level of I'm thinking 10 steps ahead, right? It's not only getting the ball to the players, getting the ball where the player needs it. That's another level of facilitating. That's why we say, man, Caitlyn Clark is the top guard, man. All right, y'all start the conversation in the chat, but I'm just saying, Chelsea Gray is a very entertaining passer. All right, very entertaining. Sometimes her flashiness kind of make her throw the ball away and things of that nature, but Caitlyn Clark knows how to get that thing in tough spots. All right, get it in tough spots and get her teammates open, get it to where the teammate can catch the ball and just pull it in a comfortable style. All that is a part of facilitating, man. All right, so I'm not too surprised that players couldn't necessarily handle it. I'm extremely impressed that she brought up they were playing FIBA physicality.
It wasn't WNBA physicality she was facing. It was FIBA-level physicality from the scout team. Caitlyn Clark, still ramping up after a plantar fasciitis injury that cost her 2 months of her sophomore season, was going at players specifically instructed to play to international basketball's physical standard. Think back to all the conversations during the 2024 season about whether the contact against Caitlyn had gone too far, the flagrant fouls, the body checks, the constant debates about whether rookies were being targeted. FIBA basketball makes all of that look soft. International rules allow more contact, more physicality, and far more aggressive defense. And according to Sabrina, Caitlyn didn't just survive that environment. She looked good against it. Despite being the most out-of-game shape player at the entire camp,